Fish on. Fish on. There we go. What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel here. Well, I drove 1 hour away today to try to get a species on the end of the line that I've never caught before. I'm out here with a familiar friend, and we are going to go ahead and travel down this creek. Look at this already. We've got a fish on. Let's walk over here and see what he's got going on and the species that we're going to target today. Hopefully it is what we're going after, but of course, you know, Yura. But we got a trout on already, guys. Oh, and that's a brook, right?
No.
What is that? That's a rainbow. That's a nice size rainbow.
There you go.
How about that? First cast, guys.
Yeah, first cast.
On a spinner.
We got some fish.
Absolutely beautiful. I can't believe that. Yura and I were just talking about, man, it's probably going to take forever to catch fish on the end of the line, but there you go. He caught it right on a spinner right here. That's a Mepps spinner. I can tell by the look of it.
Yep.
But he's going to get the hook out of it, and this is going to start off our episode right off the bat. But beautiful, beautiful rainbow. Whoa! Keep it in your hands.
Yeah. Well, now it's all messy.
A lot of sand on there, but give him a quick second. He's going to go and wash it off so we can show off the beautiful colors to you. And
yeah, hold on.
You're going to keep that one, bud?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Keep it. I mean, this is a nice size.
Right on the pan. All right, Yura's going to go ahead and wash the fish off. He is actually going to keep this one here. But we'll bring this over here, and once the dirt is off of the fish, you can see the beautiful colors on that rainbow. We'll come around this way. But great job, Yura, man. But he's going to pop that out there. We're going to go ahead and put it on a stringer right here, so you can go ahead and put it on a pan. But great job, Yura.
Yeah, good start.
Boom.
Hopefully we'll get more today.
There you go. I was rudely interrupted by somebody trying to catch fish while I was doing my intro, so congratulations, Yura, right there. It is my first time ever being on this stretch of water right here, and I've literally no clue what I'm doing, so I'm going to go ahead and follow along the footsteps of Yura and trying to know what the ins and outs are of trout fishing. But he caught that on this little spinner that's right in front of you right here, so I've kind of got something similar in that style. I pilfered him from my son because he actually goes to college right up the road here, so he does visit these creeks and tries his best to try to get trout on the end of the line. If we don't get a lot of fish on here other than the one Yura just caught right there, we do have live bait, which is worms and corn. You said you got, and it's got in garlic, correct? Or is it just straight corn? It's just straight corn. So let me go ahead and get this tied on. As we get through the episode, I'll kind of give some kind of fun facts about trout here in the state of Delaware, and hopefully we can get a few more fish on the end of the line as we go through. A week ago to the day, we had what was on the end of that tree right there. See that white spot over there, right where my tip is pointing at? We had about 6 inches worth of snow here, absolute ridiculous wind, and again, it was super, super cold out here. So we've had 3 days worth of warming weather, and it's melted almost every bit of snow away. It's going to get almost to 60 degrees today, believe it or not. But we're going to go ahead and, again, in a couple seconds, work our way down this creek. Yura has assured me there are better spots around to try to get these frisky little fish on the end of the line. Got one on? Yura's on. Good job. What do you got, buddy?
Creek chub.
Nice. It's a creek chub. There you go. Check that out, man.
These bastards, bite on the corn.
So I'm going to turn it sideways. Let's see his little sucker face there once he takes the hook out. I'm doing two things at one time here.
There you go, yeah. But, I mean, on the warm day probably also.
That's what a creek chub looks like if nobody's never seen one. That's a pretty neat little species.
Yep.
But great job, Yura.
There you go. Well,
2-0. Look at that great blue heron right behind Yura. He's been walking up towards us after he caught that creek chub. We're watching Yura throw a couple casts out here right now, just to kind of give you guys a couple tidbits right here. Obviously, I'm going to do my research before I come out to a body of water, even if I've never caught the species before. But in the state of Delaware, there are 5 known species of trout. There is tiger, brook, brown rainbow, which is right in front of you right there, and golden rainbow, which is kind of rare, but they are in these bodies of water where they stock them, whether it be in this creek or 2 other ponds that I'm going to mention to you right now. There's 3 counties in Delaware. We are in Newcastle County. There's Kent County and Sussex County. In Kent and Sussex alone, there are only 2 ponds to which you can catch fish in, trout that is, I mean. That will be Tidbury and as well Newton Pond. I'm pretty sure those are the only 2, and they got stocked twice a year. Anything that I'm talking about is going to be in the link below. It's going to be actually all of the fish in Delaware, and you can click on the more information, and it tells you about all the size limits, the certain ways you can catch trout here in some of these bodies of water, because some will allow you artificial, some will allow you live, some will allow both, yada, yada, yada. You guys get it. On rainbow, there is no size limit. There's 6 per person on that particular species right there. I think it's for all of the trout here in Delaware. But it's pretty cool that we've got these kind of fish up here. I don't get to come up this often to try to catch that. But as I mentioned to you, you can use a live bait, which would be worms. You can use corn, but you got to keep your head on a swivel when it comes to corn. So fun fact, a lot of people don't know, there's only 1 state that it's illegal for you to use corn on a hook, and that is in Rhode Island. And in some certain areas, you can't use corn as chum. You can't throw it out there in order to attract them. The record for a rainbow trout, right there again in front of you, is 11 pounds 10 ounces. That was, or still held, since 1997. The average size is about 9 to 26 inches, so that's a fairly good one right there. I'd say about maybe 13 inches if I had to guess what it is. And again, a little fun fact, a group of trout are called a hover. I didn't know that, so that's a pretty interesting fact. I'm kind of geek like that. But rainbow trout, lastly, are an introduced species, meaning that they are non-native to the state of Delaware. Fish on. Yura's on again. Wow, that's a nice one too. Holy crap. Good job, buddy. Wow, it's a jumper. Good job, Yura.
Yeah, I saw.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
It was following.
You get the
On the previous,
net here.
on the previous one. Okay, go ahead.
It's gonna lead it right into me here, guys. Nice. Wow, that's really nice. Look at the size of that trout. Holy crap.
Another nice one on the spinner bait.
There you go, Yura.
Yeah.
That is a really nice looking trout.
So they are here. Looks like they're feeding. Not as aggressively, but still we're getting bites once in a while.
All right, look at that pretty trout there. Awesome, awesome. All right, let's get a hold of this bugger. Oh, yeah. No.
This bugger is slimy. So,
all right, we got a hold of it now. Let's get on the land here.
it's slimy, they'll just jump right out of your hand.
But he's keeping this one somewhere we're gonna handle it a little bit differently than normal. It's like slimy like a gizzard shad would be. Yeah. But nice job, Yura. Awesome.
Nice fish.
Let's get her in the net. Pretty looking fish. Just put it right through the gills and out the mouth. And we got 2 keepers on. Awesome.
There you go.
Put that up under the rock. And now we'll get the magnet action going on here. So you grab there, buddy. Here we go. Use your shoulder. All right. Good job. So I was fishing over here, and then Yura had a little bit more calmer area that he was fishing in. And you can see kind of there's like a deep little rut right there. And that's where he threw his spinner in to catch that rainbow. Oh, yes, did you see that, folks? That thing absolutely almost destroyed that bait. We almost had the first one on. I don't know what it was, but more than likely it was a trout chasing it. All right, let's drift a couple with the bobber here. Fish on. Fish on. There we go. Oh, yes. We got our first trout, guys. Nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There you go.
And first trout.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome. I am so happy and tickle pink with this.
Congratulations.
Thank you, kind sir.
New species.
No, come on, man. Sit still, buddy. But we're trying to calm this bugger down. He does not want to stay still for anything.
Yeah, just take him out on the land because he's gonna, if it will pop off, you're gonna see him.
There we go.
Yeah. Nice.
Pretty, pretty rainbow. Keeper or no?
You can keep anything you want from here. There is no size limit.
All right, did you want to eat them?
You want to take it home, take it.
Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and take this trout home. But we got to get the hook at him first. Yura's going to go grab the stringer real quick. But again, these are wriggly, wriggly creatures. Wow. Oh no, he just got off. Quick release. Oh boy. Well, there you go. He lives another day. It hit land, so we definitely got our first trout on the end of the line.
No dinner for them.
I'm happy. If you guys are curious about the worms we're using, usually we use Mike's live bait, but today we're using Williamsville live red worms. You can get them at Walmart, but they're the thinner, smaller worms, so they can fit on the hook that we have right there. But that fish just smashed that bait as soon as it went into the water. So we're going to put another piece on and try our luck and try to make sure this fish stays on land and onto that stringer so we can eat them later on. Happy to get another species off of my list. It's been on my bucket list for a long time that I've never caught. But look how tiny, tiny, tiny that hook is. It's like not even big as my fingernail on my pinky. Yes.
Are either of you guys keeping fish today?
Yes.
Would you like a brown trout?
He's got a brown, man.
Oh, cool. It's a good size, too.
He's asking if you want it to keep or it's a good size.
Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah, why not? All right, so we got a fellow fisherman over here. What's your name? What's your name?
I'm not keeping fish today, so I figured not to go to waste. Just call it up.
No, what's your name though?
Mason.
Mason. All right, we got Mason right here. He is not keeping a fish, but he actually has, you said this is brown trout?
Yeah.
But look at that little specimen right there. What'd you catch him on?
Just a gulp worm.
Oh, there you go. So he's gracious enough. He's going to go ahead and allow us to go ahead and keep this fish. But we appreciate you, Mason. Good luck to you as you go further down the line. But let's get this one on the stringer. But now we know that there's multiple species of trout in this creek here. Pretty cool looking. There we go. Close the clip, and we'll get these buggers back in the water. As always, Yura and I just chit-chat with each other every once in a while when things are kind of quiet right now, because that's what's happening at this moment. But the general conversation was, I was asking how long he's been, oh, he's on. Nice. Good job, Yura. Wow. Okay. We got a brookie.
No, that's rainbow.
Nice jumper. No, that's a brown. All right. Good job, Yura. Man, awesome. We're having a field day right here, man. This guy, man, he's master angler.
There you go.
All right, so as he's getting his fish off of there, as I was mentioning, he's been in Delaware for about 20 years. However, most of my life has been here. I'm almost 60 years old. But back in the day, I'm sure some of my older Delawareans are going to remember this. You used to go to the Christiana Mall or Concord Mall, and way back in the day, you used to have trout derbies. But they weren't on creeks and they weren't on ponds. You literally would fish for the trout in the middle of the fountain, in the middle of the mall. Everybody would have their corn, and of course there was trophies and little prizes and everything else like that. So if you guys are old enough to remember that, drop a comment below. Let me know if you've ever remembered those days back in the malls when you had those trout derbies there as a little kid. Because I know I went to many of them, so never won them, but that's fun. But let's go ahead and
yeah, let's hook him up, but you know, now you can go to Bass Pro Shop and fish their bass.
There you go.
Thanks.
But 2 species by, actually 3 species by Yura. So we got a chub, we got a brown, and we got a rainbow. Great job, buddy, on a spinner. But my man has been working that corner right over there, like for at least a half an hour. I seen him get snagged like 18,000 times, and he says, I'm not coming off this spot unless I get a fish, and boom, he yields that brown right there. Dropping my butt on this log right here. Take a rest for a couple seconds here, rest my weary old bones. You can see Yura's having a great day right now. He's destroying them on these spinners right here. There are many, many great companies that are out there. The main one he has on his line right there is made by Mepps. You got Panther Martin, you got Rooster tail, you've got Acme. There's a couple other brands that are out there, but the few that I've mentioned, I'm gonna go ahead and drop down in the description field below. This specific one right here is 1/16 of an ounce. And again, it's got kind of like a yellowish, kind of reddish pattern as opposed to the nymph style that I had on the other one, because I'm not getting any bites on that, but I gotta change it up and try to see if we can get a bite using other styles and colors. But we're gonna work our way further down the creek right here, because right now we've been around this area for about maybe half an hour. Other than that brown trout that he just had right there, we haven't had any more bites. But I'm hopeful, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna try to get another one on shortly here. I'm quite surprised that there's not a lot of people on this beautiful day out here on this creek. It's myself, Yura, and Mason. It's further down the way. That's it. All right, this is a first for me, walking across the creek here. But I don't know how deep this is. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make that, Yura. I don't know if my boots are high enough is what I'm saying. All right, guys. My stress level is up right now. I've never done this before, so I'm kind of listening to Yura as I'm trying to chat here. It's like I'm a little baby. Walk, little baby.
Just follow the sound of my voice.
That's pretty much what I'm doing, because I'm looking down at what I'm doing here. I'm just not used to a current pushing me across here. Not out yet, buddy. Holy crap, guys. I've never done that before, man. It's just very stressful, man. My anxiety is really, really high right now. It's one thing to slip and fall, but slip and fall in cold water, that's another thing.
And then swim.
We're gonna gather our things. It's real still right here. We have not had one bite. It's been at least an hour, and we couldn't get anything going, but we noticed to our right-hand side, they've already walked off maybe 10 minutes ago, two gentlemen right here, but you can see this natural bend that's going on right now, and the current is ever so slowly moving around, but it's enough to where they, within the last half hour, caught 5 trout right next to us. We're literally 100 yards away. So since they left, we're gonna walk right over there. But normally, if people were there, you wouldn't walk over there and kind of be in the same kind of real estate. You know how the fishing politics goes. So now that they're gone, we're gonna walk over there. We're gonna see if there's a couple fish left there for us. Because it's been at least 2 hours since we caught fish up at the beginning of the creek where we came at the start of this video. So let's get a walk on, and hopefully we can get a bite on. There you go. Yura finally got one. It's been a while. He got his on artificial. Great job, Yura. Rainbow. There's fish still left in here. Huh? There you go. Brown trout. I'm sorry, not a rainbow. Great job, Yura. 2 hours of effort. Oh, there we go, fish on. Oh, we lost him. I had one on. Yeah. Think you might have caught the last one, Yura. Nice. There you go. Get him, Yura. All right, man, we had a pretty good afternoon right there. I think we got a nice booty of fish on the end of the line. You saw it right there on the B-roll right before this outro started here. I'm not gonna lie, these are not my fish. Those are his. Yura destroyed me today, man. He had that spinner on the end of the line and they just would not let go of that thing. But it is what it is, guys. I mean, I am so glad. I'm gonna give a handshake because you put me on another species that I've never had in my whole life. So boom, that's off my bucket list. I got a rainbow. But we got a total for dinner here. We got 3 browns and 2 rainbows, and he had that chub earlier today. But the pattern we saw was when we first came out here in the morning when it was nice and foggy and chilly. There was no sun. We had a nice flurry of fish going on here right at the beginning. And then we had a big gap for about an hour and a half, and we got halfway down the stream. Finally, we got into a couple more fish, and then it died off again. We went to one more spot that Yura thought we were gonna get a whole bunch of fish on the end of the line, and it was deader than anything. But we had guys that are literally 100 yards away from us and pulling fish left and right out of the water. And of course, when we go over there, guess what? It took him just another hour to get the 2 others at the end of this video. But it is what it is. We got fish on the end of the line. That's all that mattered. I am so glad we got trout here in my life. I would like to get a brown, so next time I come up, maybe that might be it. But I'm hoping you guys liked that episode. If you did, guys, give me a thumbs up. Follow Yura on his channel, Fishy Angler. Subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell to be informed of all of our future episodes. You can follow me on Instagram. Of course, on the right hand side are some great videos, and you can plop right into my playlist to your heart's content. I'm hoping you guys had a great day, and I hope to get to see you next weekend.